10 things that stop making sense. After age 61, finding freedom in later life. Reaching the age of 61 and beyond can be a truly liberating milestone. After decades of working tirelessly, raising families, and adhering to societal expectations, this stage of life provides a unique opportunity to pause, reflect, and reassess what truly matters. As we transition into this phase, the pressures, obligations, and concerns that once seemed so significant often start to lose their weight. Suddenly it becomes clear that the things we once thought were essential no longer hold the same importance. Instead, this period invites us to focus on what truly brings us joy and fulfillment. This stage is often marked by wisdom, the culmination of years of diverse experiences, challenges, and hard-earned lessons. These have shaped a more grounded perspective, allowing us to see beyond superficial desires and acknowledge what truly nourishes our spirit. However, many of us may find ourselves still clinging to old habits, outdated beliefs, or unnecessary burdens, remnants from a previous chapter of our lives. While these things might have once served a purpose, they now only hinder our ability to embrace this newfound freedom. Letting go of these outdated elements can open up space for greater authenticity, self-discovery, and fulfillment. In this article, we'll explore 10 things that no longer make sense after the age of 61, and how releasing them can lead to a more meaningful and rewarding life. By shedding the unnecessary weight of past patterns, you can fully step into the joy and freedom that this stage of life has to offer. So, what are you still holding on to that might be preventing you from living your best, most authentic life? 1. Holding on to toxic relationships. Life is a journey filled with relationships that shape our identity and influence our emotional well-being. From friendships to family bonds and romantic partnerships, these connections play an essential role in our mental and emotional health. However, not all relationships contribute positively to our growth. Over time, some can become toxic, draining, or even harmful, undermining our sense of self-worth. As we age, the emotional and psychological toll of maintaining such relationships becomes even more apparent. By the time we reach 60, the realization often dawns that it no longer makes sense to cling to relationships that don't serve our well-being. Toxic relationships, whether marked by constant negativity, manipulation, or emotional distance, can wear us down, and the belief that we must maintain them due to obligation or fear of confrontation may have been ingrained in us for years. Yet at this stage of life, it becomes clear that our time, energy, and emotional health are far too precious to invest in relationships that do not nurture or uplift us. Letting go of toxic relationships is not an admission of failure. It's a courageous act of self-preservation. It means acknowledging that we deserve to be surrounded by people who honor, respect, and appreciate us for who we truly are. This could involve distancing ourselves from a friend whose presence is draining, a family member who constantly undermines us, or even a romantic relationship that has run its course. Stepping away from these connections is an act of self-care, opening the door to relationships that are truly positive, supportive, and reciprocal. While letting go is not without its challenges and requires a sense of inner strength and self-worth, the rewards are immense. Once we release those who no longer serve our best interests, we create space for the people who lift us up and contribute to our growth. In doing so, we take a profound step toward emotional freedom, cultivating relationships that bring joy, support, and genuine connection into our lives. 2. Worrying about what others think. Throughout much of our lives, we are influenced by the pressure to conform to societal expectations, family norms, and workplace standards. In our younger years, we often make decisions based on the opinions of others, seeking approval and validation from friends, family, colleagues, and even society at large. Whether it's how we dress, the career paths we follow, or the choices we make in our personal lives, the influence of external judgments can be powerful. However, as we age, particularly after reaching 61, we begin to realize that living under the weight of others' opinions is not only exhausting, but also unnecessary. With age comes a shift in perspective. The desire to conform fades, and the need for external validation becomes irrelevant. The wisdom and self-awareness we've accumulated over the years reveal the truth. We now know who we are, what we truly want, and what makes us happy. This understanding allows us to release the burden of worrying about what others think. Although the fear of judgment may still occasionally linger, after decades of life experience, it becomes easier to see that everyone views the world through their own lens. What others think or say is often more about their own values, biases, and experiences than a reflection of our true selves. By letting go of the need for approval, we free ourselves to live authentically in alignment with our own values and desires. Imagine the liberation that comes from no longer seeking approval for your decisions, lifestyle, or appearance. You are no longer living to meet someone else's expectations or mold. Whether it's choosing to retire early, downsize your home, start a new hobby, or spend more time with loved ones, your decisions now reflect what brings you joy and fulfillment. Living authentically at this stage of life means embracing who you are, being comfortable in your own skin, and having the confidence to make choices that align with your own happiness. You've earned the right to prioritize your well-being, and letting go of the opinions of others is one of the most liberating decisions you can make. It is the freedom to live life on your own terms, without the weight of external judgments holding you back. 3. Clinging to material possessions. Throughout our lives, many of us accumulate a wide array of material possessions: homes, cars, furniture, clothing, collectibles, and countless other items. These possessions often fill both our physical spaces and our lives. Some hold sentimental value, while others were simply acquired because we thought we needed or desired them at the time. However, as we enter our 60s and beyond, the significance of these material things often begins to diminish. The house that once seemed essential may now feel too large and burdensome to maintain. The clothes that were once fashionable may no longer fit our current lifestyle, and the objects that once brought us joy might now feel like mere clutter. Holding on to material possessions that no longer serve a meaningful purpose becomes an unnecessary burden. It's not just about the physical space these items occupy. It's also the mental and emotional weight they impose. As we grow older, we come to realize that true happiness doesn't lie in the things we own, but rather in the experiences we have and the relationships we nurture. This is the perfect time to embrace a simpler, more minimalist lifestyle, where letting go of excess allows for greater freedom and clarity. Decluttering isn't just about clearing out closets or downsizing a home. It's about reevaluating our relationship with material things and recognizing that less can often be more. By letting go of possessions that no longer bring us joy or serve a practical purpose, we create both physical and emotional space for what truly matters. This shift allows room for meaningful experiences, peace of mind, and a lighter, freer existence. As we age, the focus naturally shifts from acquiring material goods to accumulating meaningful memories. Instead of collecting things, we start collecting experiences, shared moments with loved ones, quiet pleasures, and the satisfaction of living in a space that feels calm, uncluttered, and aligned with who we are. By letting go of the excess, we open the door to a more fulfilling, authentic life that is rich in memories rather than possessions. 4. Pursuing outdated goals. In our younger years, we are often driven by ambition and the desire to achieve. We set goals, both personal and professional, that guide us through our 20s, 30s, and 40s. These goals might include climbing the corporate ladder, buying a home, raising a family, or reaching certain financial milestones. For many, these objectives serve as markers of success and fulfillment. However, as we reach our 60s and beyond, it becomes clear that some of the goals we once pursued with great passion no longer align with who we are today. Our priorities shift, our values evolve, and the things that once seemed so important may no longer hold the same significance. Continuing to chase outdated goals, especially those that no longer bring joy or fulfillment, can lead to frustration, burnout, and a sense of disillusionment. The truth is, goals are not meant to be static. As we grow and change, so too should our aspirations. What made sense in our 30s may no longer be relevant in our 60s. Holding on to these old objectives out of habit, pride, or stubbornness can prevent us from exploring new opportunities that are better suited to our current stage in life. This is the time to reassess your goals and ask yourself, do they still serve you? Do they still ignite a sense of purpose and excitement? Or have they become a source of stress and obligation? It's perfectly okay to let go of goals that no longer align with your current reality. In fact, doing so can be incredibly freeing. Letting go of outdated goals doesn't mean you're giving up. It means you're choosing to be intentional about where you direct your time and energy. It means making space for new dreams, passions, and experiences. Perhaps your new goals are less about professional achievement and more about personal fulfillment. Maybe they involve spending more time with family, traveling to new places, or taking up a hobby you've always wanted to try. Whatever they are, the key is ensuring that your goals reflect who you are today, not who you were decades ago. Embrace the freedom that comes with setting new, meaningful goals that resonate with your current values and desires. This is your time to pursue what truly brings joy, purpose, and fulfillment into your life. Reclaim your sense of purpose by focusing on the things that matter most to you now, creating a life filled with experiences that align with the person you have become. 5. Obsessing over physical appearance. In a society that often places immense value on youth and beauty, it's easy to become consumed by the pressure to look a certain way. From a young age, we're bombarded with messages telling us that our worth is tied to our physical appearance, whether that means being accepted, valued, or loved. The pressure to maintain a youthful appearance can be overwhelming, leading many to pour time, energy, and resources into trying to fight the natural aging process. However, as we grow older, particularly after 61, it becomes increasingly clear that obsessing over physical appearance is not only futile, but also distracting from what truly matters. Wrinkles, gray hair, and the inevitable changes in our bodies are all natural parts of aging. They are not flaws that need fixing, but symbols of the lives we've lived, the experiences we've had, and the wisdom we've gained. At this stage of life, it's time to shift the focus from external appearance to internal well-being. This isn't about neglecting self-care or abandoning a healthy lifestyle. Quite the opposite. Taking care of your body through exercise, proper nutrition, and rest remains essential. But the obsession with maintaining a youthful appearance at all costs is a burden that no longer serves us. True beauty radiates from within. It is reflected in the way you carry yourself, the confidence with which you approach life, and the kindness and wisdom you share with others. As you embrace the changes that come with aging, the societal pressure to conform to certain beauty standards begins to fade. Instead of fighting these changes, you begin to accept and even celebrate them as part of your unique journey. Accepting your physical appearance as it evolves is an act of self-love, a recognition that your value is not defined by how you look, but by who you are. This is a time to focus on feeling good in your own skin, not by adhering to impossible beauty standards, but by nurturing your body and soul in ways that promote overall well-being. The freedom that comes from letting go of the obsession with appearance allows you to live more fully, without the constant worry of how others perceive you. It opens the door to deeper connections, more meaningful experiences, and a greater sense of inner peace. You are more than your appearance. Your true beauty comes from embracing the person you've become and the life you've lived. 6. Engaging in obligatory social activities. As we journey through life, many of us often feel a sense of duty to engage in social activities that we may not truly enjoy. Whether it's attending family gatherings, community functions, or social events, the pressure to participate can sometimes feel overwhelming. These obligations are often fueled by a desire to please others, maintain social connections, or avoid coming across as impolite. However, as we grow older, particularly after the age of 60, we begin to realize that spending time in social settings out of mere obligation no longer makes sense. Our time, energy, and emotional well-being are far too precious to be spent on activities that fail to bring joy or fulfillment. This stage of life offers us the opportunity to be more selective about how and with whom we spend our time. If large family gatherings or certain social events no longer resonate with us, it's perfectly fine to decline the invitation. In fact, granting ourselves the freedom to say no without guilt is one of the most empowering decisions we can make. There is no need to justify your choices or feel compelled to attend every event. Instead, we can focus on spending time with people and in places that genuinely nourish our soul. Opting for smaller, more meaningful interactions, such as a quiet dinner with close friends, a peaceful walk in nature, or enjoying some solitude with a good book, can bring much more joy and contentment than obligatory social events. By embracing activities that align with your current interests and energy levels, you'll find your social interactions become more rewarding. Rather than feeling drained, you'll engage in social activities with enthusiasm and presence. Furthermore, those who truly value your company will respect your boundaries and appreciate the quality time you spend with them. In the end, the ability to choose how we spend our time is one of the greatest gifts of this stage of life. Fully embracing this freedom allows us to let go of the pressure to participate in events that no longer serve our well-being, and instead create more meaningful and fulfilling experiences that enhance our lives. 7. Comparing yourself to others. Comparison is a natural human tendency, one that often shapes how we perceive ourselves throughout much of our lives. We constantly measure our success, happiness, and worth by comparing ourselves to others, whether it's in terms of career achievements, financial status, family life, or physical appearance. The urge to compare can be a powerful force, influencing our sense of self and value. However, as we age, particularly after 61, we begin to realize that constantly comparing ourselves to others isn't just unproductive. It can be detrimental to our sense of self-worth. Every person's journey is unique, shaped by their own experiences, challenges, and opportunities. Trying to measure your life against someone else's is like comparing apples to oranges. No two lives are the same. The constant comparison can lead to feelings of inadequacy, jealousy, or even resentment. It can cause you to overlook the many accomplishments, joys, and blessings in your own life as you focus more on what others have. But after 61, it's time to let go of this habit and embrace the uniqueness of your own path. Rather than looking outward and comparing yourself to others, turn inward and reflect on your own journey. Celebrate your successes, both big and small, that have brought you to where you are today. Acknowledge the challenges you've overcome, the lessons you've learned, and the growth you've experienced. Your life is rich with experiences and wisdom that are uniquely yours, and by letting go of comparisons, you free yourself from the constant pressure to meet external standards of success or happiness. This shift in perspective allows for a deeper sense of contentment and peace. Ultimately, your life is your own, and the only person you need to compare yourself to is the person you were yesterday. Focus on your own growth, happiness, and fulfillment. This is where true satisfaction lies. When you stop measuring your worth against others and begin to embrace your own path, you'll discover a greater appreciation for the life you've created. 8. Overlooking mental and emotional health. As we age, physical health often becomes a focal point of concern. We make regular doctor visits, monitor vital signs like blood pressure and cholesterol, and commit to staying physically active. These are all essential practices for maintaining health. However, what's often overlooked is the equally crucial role of mental and emotional well-being. Many older adults continue to prioritize physical health over emotional health, believing that emotional struggles like loneliness, anxiety, or depression are simply part of getting older, or that they should tough it out. This mindset is not only outdated, but also harmful. After 61, focusing on mental and emotional health becomes essential for maintaining a high quality of life. Loneliness, grief, anxiety, and depression are common experiences among older adults, but they are not inevitable. Ignoring these feelings or pretending they don't exist can have a negative impact on both mental and physical health. Acknowledging the importance of mental health, just as much as physical health, is key to living well in later years. Seeking support when needed is not a sign of weakness, but rather a sign of strength. There are many ways to nurture mental and emotional well-being. Therapy or counseling can offer valuable guidance, while mindfulness practices or meditation can help foster emotional balance. Even something as simple as setting aside time for self-care and reflection can be incredibly beneficial. This stage of life is also an opportunity to strengthen emotional connections with others. reaching out to friends and family, joining social groups, or engaging in activities that bring joy and fulfillment can significantly improve emotional well-being. Building and maintaining meaningful relationships is essential for emotional health, and it's never too late to form new connections. Practicing mindfulness or meditation can also help reduce stress, increase resilience, and promote a sense of inner peace. Your mental and emotional health are invaluable, and taking care of them is vital for leading a full, rich life. Don't hesitate to seek help or make changes that support your mental health. It's an investment in your happiness, well-being, and longevity. 9. Feeling guilty for prioritizing yourself. Throughout our lives, many of us have dedicated ourselves to the well-being of others, caring for children, supporting spouses, helping friends, and managing demanding careers. In the process, we often put the needs of others before our own, sacrificing our time, energy, and sometimes even our own desires to ensure that those around us are taken care of. While this selflessness is an integral and beautiful part of life, it can lead to a habit of neglecting our own needs, leaving us feeling drained and disconnected from ourselves. As we reach the age of 61 and beyond, the guilt that often accompanies putting ourselves first should no longer hold sway. Self-care is not a luxury or a selfish act. It is a vital necessity for our well-being. In fact, taking time to care for yourself is one of the most profound ways you can improve not just your own life, but also the lives of those you love. When you make your own happiness, health, and personal growth a priority, you enhance your ability to care for others. You'll have more energy, mental clarity, and emotional strength to give, making your support for those close to you even more meaningful and effective. However, this is only achievable when you stop feeling guilty about focusing on yourself. Whether it's taking up a new hobby, traveling, setting clear boundaries, or simply allowing yourself time to rest, it's important to embrace the idea that your well-being is just as crucial as anyone else's. After spending much of your life caring for others, it's now time to nurture yourself. Let go of the guilt that may linger when you prioritize your own needs, and remember that you deserve a life filled with joy, fulfillment, and peace. By focusing on self-care, not only are you taking the best possible care of yourself, but you're also setting an example for others. You're showing those around you that self-care is an essential component of living a balanced, happy life, and that taking time for yourself is a natural and necessary part of living fully. 10. Fearing the future or death. The fear of the future, and particularly the fear of death, is something that almost everyone faces at some point in their lives. It's completely natural to feel uncertain or anxious about what lies ahead, especially as we grow older. However, when this fear begins to dominate your thoughts and actions, it can prevent you from fully embracing and enjoying the time you have. As we enter the later stages of life, particularly after the age of 61, it becomes essential to shift our focus from fearing what's ahead, be it death or the unknown, and instead embrace the present moment. This phase of life offers a unique opportunity to reflect on the richness of our experiences, celebrate the relationships we've nurtured, and appreciate the simple pleasures of each day. Living in constant fear of what the future holds can rob us of the joy and peace that come from being fully present. Rather than worrying about what's to come, it's important to focus on the here and now. Spend time with loved ones, engage in activities that bring you happiness, and savor the moments that make life meaningful. While preparing for the future is wise, obsessing over it only creates unnecessary stress. Accepting the inevitability of death and finding peace with it can actually enhance our appreciation for life. It frees us to live more fully, knowing that each day is a precious gift. Practices like meditation, mindfulness, or even spiritual exploration can help ease the fear of the unknown, offering comfort, clarity, and a sense of inner peace as we navigate the later stages of life. Ultimately, death is a natural part of life, and coming to terms with this fact can bring an incredible sense of freedom. Instead of fearing the end, focus on living each day with intention, love, and gratitude. This is one of the greatest gifts you can give yourself. In conclusion, living past 61 offers a remarkable chance for reflection, growth, and renewal. It's a time to shed outdated beliefs, release unnecessary pressures, and let go of toxic relationships that no longer serve your well-being. By embracing these changes, you open the door to a life that is more authentic, joyful, and peaceful. As you move through this stage of life, remember that it's never too late to choose happiness, to prioritize your well-being, and to embrace the newfound freedom that comes with age. This is your time to live fully, to pursue what truly matters, and to release anything that no longer supports your journey. Each day presents an opportunity to craft a life that is meaningful, fulfilling, and deeply satisfying. Embrace the wisdom that comes with age, and let it guide you toward a life filled with purpose, connection, and peace. Your life is yours to shape, and the choices you make today will create the foundation for a vibrant tomorrow. Thank you for watching this video. If you found these stories inspiring and motivating, please share your thoughts in the comments. Your feedback means so much to us. Thank you for your valuable time.